Welcome to the Chic Show. I can't wait to show you how I turned thrift store wood into stunning luxury home decor pieces that will blow your mind. This playlist is hosted by Connie, Amy, and Brenda. I'll have their channels listed in the description box below along with the playlist. I thrifted this wood bowl and I gave it a coat of milk paint, but it didn't chip up like I thought it would, but that's fine. I love the color, and I'm using this rub-on transfer from IOD and just transferring it into the middle of that bowl. This transfer is from IOD's Book of Flowers, and I'm also going to be using the wording right in the middle as well. This is a really great transfer book to start with because it is smaller, so even if you want to use them whole, they are smaller than some of the other transfers, but you can still cut these down into smaller pieces as well. I did burnish this down with the backing piece, but I'm also using a little finger sander just to sand over the piece lightly, and that just seems to make it blend in with the piece a little bit more. Also gave this a sealer using DIY's Big Top. I love this piece, and I also wanted to share a couple of other pieces that I lost the footage to due to some technology problems, but I wanted to share them anyway. I used IOD stamps on these hand-carved utensils, and then I used an IOD rub-on transfer on the dough bowl. I'm going to be using two of these signs from Dollar Tree, the Welcome and the Unwind. I'm also using one of these signs from Michael's that I got in one of the Michael's $5 boxes. So this was a really good deal. I got several of these in one box. I think this is the last one that I have. So I'm removing all that paper and I'm going to be painting the inside of the wood frame with black chalk paint. Now I decided to start with the tedious part, the tedious painting, so that I would take my time and get this done without making a huge mess. Then I moved on to the inside of the frame, and I'm using a pointed brush that I got from Amazon just to carefully go around the edges with white chalk paint, and then I will fill in the middle. I figured if I got any white paint onto the black, it would be easier to touch up the black paint than to try and cover up black paint on the white, if that makes sense. Now I'm finishing up that frame before I move on to the next step. Now I'm going to remove the embellishments from these nautical signs. Once that last embellishment had been removed, I need to cut off the D. I'm not going to need the D, so I'm going to be using my box cutter, and I'm just going to very gently go around in the same spot over and over until I cut that in half, or until I get tired of cutting and I kind of bend it off and sand it back. Not that I would have done that. But anyway, I do the same thing on this piece, but I'm only cutting off that E. Now I'm going to be adding that E to the end of this word. So now instead of unwind, we have unwind. So I'm going to use some painter's tape, tape them together, and then I'm going to glue a piece of a craft stick onto the back to try and hold that together. I'm going to paint it next, and I didn't wait till it was dry, so this piece kind of fell off, but it really doesn't matter whether you paint it before or after you glue it together. This word will get a coat of Waverly chalk paint and ink along the edges, the inside and the outside of the edges, and the top. Once it's dry, I'm using Titebond Quick and Thick, and I'm going to smear that all over the back and glue that down to the sign. and I think it's already adorable. These letters are so cute. For the next part, I did use my Silhouette Cameo to cut out the word relax, but that's only because I didn't have that word in my stash. I know Dollar Tree oftentimes has this word, and if they do, I would get it and just paint it. But I did use my silhouette. I'm applying that onto the sign as well as an ampersand sign, and we will have relax and unwind. I'm using 8 wooden beads, 4 natural colored and 4 white. I painted 2 in that same navy blue, and then I painted 2 in that same gold leaf paint. Now these 2 white ones, I'm going to take the napkin that we used in the last project, and I'm going to decoupage onto those 2 white beads. The last 2 white beads we're going to just leave plain white. Using this wooden skewer, it helped me to paint the beads and also to have something to put them on while they dried. Next, I used some jute twine and I tied it to a tassel that was already made, and then I just simply strung on the beads. I made a loop and tied a simple knot at the top, and then this wood bead tassel was completely finished. For this thrifted project, I'm using a dollar cutting board that I got from a local thrift store. It was in perfect condition, but I am going to use some Waverly chalk paint and ink to paint the front, sides, and the back. I'm going to be using one of IOD's sheep transfers, and I'm simply going to place that down onto one side of the cutting board and just adhere it with my transfer tool. After I burnish it down with that transfer sheet, I'm going to take a little bit of fine grit sandpaper and just sand over the top. I'm also going to sand around the edges and around the handle. Since this has such a nice clean back, I'm going to add a transfer to the back as well. This way I'll have 2 different looks. This too is one of IOD's transfers, but you could use any transfer or even a stencil, or if you're good at painting, you could do that as well. I'm adding a few flowers just to embellish it just a little bit more. Used the same finishing method on this side. I burnished the transfer with the transfer paper, and then I used a little bit of sandpaper. Now it's time to seal the piece front and back with DIY's Big Top. Depending on what your style is, I think this is a great piece for every day in your kitchen, or you could use the sheep in the fall and the birds in the spring.